Grand Rise, my beautiful people, our beautiful people. I try to speak of the people in a non-personal way, except as to include everyone. So rather than say my people, I say our people. I am a proponent, a believer, if you will, for lack of a better word, and a studier of the collective. Grand Rise, open roads to peace, success, overstanding, prosperity, and group economics to our people. Our people, you know who you are. We are the nation of the Afro descendants. So I took a clue from Grandmaster Jay and my mother, who both speak to those they love and make note of the things that come to their minds early when they first wake up. It's when your mind is the freshest, the clearest. It's when you are in tune with the netter. The earlier, the better. So between 3 and 7 a.m. your time, anywhere in the world, is the best time to connect with the netter. This is when you should do your meditations. Grand Rise. And giving thanks to my ancestors, to the ancestors, and to the universe for seeing fit to allow me to continue another day, to allow me to feel the love I have for our people, and to prosper in success. The words I came to speak to you about this rise include much of what's happening with the Afro-descendant nation. Many of you may have been on my page and saw some of the exchanges between the members of the nation. We fight. That's what we do as humans. However, you better not get in the middle of that fight, especially if you're not one of us. We'll turn on you and cut your throat. Don't get in that fight. None of the fights. Not the fights that we have amongst ourselves, locally, nationally, or internationally. That includes the entire diaspora. Yeah, we might be trying to get it together. Yeah, you might be watching our growing pains. But that doesn't deter us from the common goal. Waking up the masses, freeing the people, the slaves. That is our primary goal. Freedom from tyranny, from the apartheid state that exists in America today. The one that many people don't realize, and those who do realize figure there's nothing they can do about it. Because people today believe that the government controls us, and it does not. In fact, the government needs us. They need your vote. Many people don't know how this system works. If the people in the nation refuse to participate in the election system, then there's no legitimate president. They need a legitimate one. They need you to cast those ballots so that when they pick the one they want you to have, they make it seem as though this is the popular vote, or the one who won the quote unquote electoral vote. My people, you are out there right now tearing other people down because they refuse to jump into a fire or a frying pan. You're jumping into the fire, you're jumping into the frying pan as you do, as you've been trained to do generationally. Our people fought for the right to choose, not the right for this crap to be forced down our throat. Yet you, it's the word I want to use, berate, belittle, shame, and attempt to instill fear in people who refuse to choose between the frying pan and the fire. You won't even listen to what we're trying to explain to you. Remove your consent. Remove your consent from the prison, the prison industrial complex. Remove your consent. Remove your consent from the school to prison pipeline. Remove your consent to this. I don't know what this is. It's not an educational system. There's not a teacher nor parent alive in this nation today that will tell you we have a working educational system. They're so busy throwing money at trying to keep the teachers and the students from teaching and learning the truth that they have completely destroyed the educational system in America. It's not hard to teach the truth. It's not hard to teach a skill. It's not hard to teach for those who know how. And make you pay to learn, to build your home, to maintain your home, to put electricity in your home, to put plumbing in your home. They make you pay for these things, whereas we, when we came to this country, and while we were already here, let me just stop changing. Let's change that narrative right now. When they came to this country, because we were here. They try to say we're all these other people who were here, the Bering Straits. And if you go back to Poverty Point, Louisiana, they have no freaking idea who those people were. So they say. How about they don't want to admit who those people were? Just like they didn't want to admit who those people were in Egypt, and so they took the noses off their faces. You're hard-pressed to find any of the statues and statuettes of the stone. I'm talking about the Sphinx. I'm talking about statues meant to last throughout time, throughout history, that are still standing, that these people have attempted to destroy. This destructive race of people. They dig up bodies out the ground, no telling what they do. And then once they get the bodies like the ones they took out of Poverty Point, out of Monroe, Louisiana, that you don't know anything about, they took them away and took them to the Smithsonian, and now they're telling people they don't know what we're talking about. They never dug up anybody's. They dug up 8-foot, 10-foot sarcophagus and bodies out of Louisiana in Monroe. This happened maybe 75 years ago. And now they're pretending that it didn't happen. If you don't believe me, go down to Monroe, Louisiana, and find the indigenous people that are there, the Washita. Yeah, the ones in the history book. The ones that they don't talk much about because they don't want you to know who they were or what they look like. The Washita. They're in Louisiana. Go find them. And when you find them, ask them about the ancestors that these people, these settlers, pulled up out the ground. The 8-foot and 10-foot tall giants. I'm the news they don't want you to know about. I'm here to tell you the truth and release release the power. I'm here to lock the demons up. Somebody let the dogs out. So now we up. We're off the chain. We out the yard. And like Grandmaster Jay in the NFAC, many of us are down the street. It's not safe for the demons anymore. It's not safe. It's not safe. Everyone pass on the word reparationsbank.com. Reparationsbank.com. Pass on the word. Each one teach one. If you've never taught anybody anything else in your life, start now. Speak the words. Buy a t-shirt. Reparationsbank.com. Buy a t-shirt and put it on and let everybody ask you what it means so that you can tell them. Those who want to know will ask. Why am I up this morning doing this with you? Because my energy told me this morning that if you don't have a morning mental from the Grandmaster Jay, he's only a man. It's only one person. I don't worship anybody anymore, but I do listen. I listen to what resonates. Truth resonates. It simply does. Lies, a good lie, will make you think and wonder, and it'll bring about confusion. But the truth will reach off in your gut, grab it, twist it, and pull it until you come to it. It's the truth. I have love for me. I have love for our people. Because you see, without you, I can't do it. Not alone. I believe in the collective. The collective is God. Understand that. Where each one of us come together, the more of us who come together in unity, in sync, our souls connected, our spirits on one accord, with one goal, therein lies God. I said that, I represent that, and I stand behind it. Peace, open roads, and success. I really do love our people. We'll talk soon.